Learn English to Gujarati debate words, object, contradict, agree and
kabool karvu.
welcome to the argument circus. Hey, you are in the right place if you want to sound smart in English and Gujarati without sounding like a robot wearing a tie. Today you will learn how to object, agree, refute, and survive a dramatic conversation with style. Picture this. You walk into a meeting with a notebook, a brave face, and the emotional stability of a biscuit in hot tea. Someone says something wild. You want to say, I object. In Gujarati, that is,
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
if another person says, no, your facts contradict each other, that is,
વિરોધ કરવો.
then a peaceful soul enters and says, actually, I agree, which is,
સહમત થવું.
a wise auntie in the corner adjusts her glasses and tells everyone to put things into perspective.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
Meanwhile, at the snack table, I should warn you that the word counter in this lesson is,
કાઉન્ટર.
yes, one word is about debate, and one word is about where samosas wait for destiny. Later, if you destroy a bad argument with facts, you can say,
ખંડન કરવું.
which can mean invalidate or refute depending on context. And if you finally admit you were wrong after 10 minutes of dramatic eyebrow acting, that is,
કબૂલ કરવું.
your core words today. Let's make the words feel friendly before they become fancy. Say them with me like you are rehearsing for a very educational soap opera. Object.
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
Example. I object to that claim. Contradict.
વિરોધ કરવો.
Example. His actions contradict his words. Agree.
સહમત થવું.
Example. We all agree on the plan. Put into perspective.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
Example. Try to put the problem into perspective. Counter.
કાઉન્ટર.
Example. Please put the bags on the counter. Invalidate.
ખંડન કરવું.
Example. New evidence may invalidate the argument. Refute.
ખંડન કરવું.
Example. They tried to refute the claim with evidence. Admit.
કબૂલ કરવું.
Example. I had to admit the mistake. A tiny story with big opinions. Now you will hear all the words inside one short and slightly ridiculous story. Your job is simple. Enjoy it and let the repetition do the heavy lifting. Reena entered the office meeting late, carrying tea and confidence she had borrowed from yesterday. The manager pointed at a chart and said, "This plan is perfect." Reena blinked and said, "I must."
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
The room froze like a bad internet connection. Then Amit added, "Yes, the numbers."
વિરોધ કરવો.
The report. But Neha, who believed every spreadsheet should be treated like a sacred poem, said, "I do not."
સહમત થવું.
With you. At this point, the intern quietly whispered, "Can we?"
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
This? It is only a poster for the office picnic. Everyone turned. Silence. Wisdom. Mild embarrassment. Then someone remembered the snacks waiting on the
કાઉન્ટર.
and morale improved immediately. Reena showed a new email that could
ખંડન કરવું.
the manager's claim. In fact, it could fully
ખંડન કરવું.
it. The manager sighed the sigh of a person defeated by both evidence and grammar, and finally said, "Fine. I."
કબૂલ કરવું.
The mistake. And that, dear listener, is how a picnic poster caused a legal-level debate. Mini dialogue drill. Time to practice with quick dialogue. Imagine the scene, then repeat the Gujarati words out loud. A. I think we should ignore the problem. B. No, I must.
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
A. Your statement does not match the facts. B. Are you saying it?
વિરોધ કરવો.
The evidence? A. This new plan is better. B. Yes, I.
સહમત થવું.
A. One typo ruined my life. B. Friend, please.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
The situation. A. Where do I pay for the tea? B. At the.
counter.
A. This proof destroys the old argument. B. Yes, it can.
ખંડન કરવું.
It. A. Can we refute the rumor? B. Absolutely, we can.
ખંડન કરવું.
It with facts. A. Did you eat the last biscuit? B. I must.
કબૂલ કરવું.
It was me. Memory tricks that actually stick. Let's make the words memorable, because your brain loves weird images more than boring lists. Honestly, your brain is a bit dramatic, and we respect that. 4.
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
Imagine a judge raising a giant red hand and shouting, pause. That is object. 4.
વિરોધ કરવો.
Picture two magnets pushing away from each other. That is contradict. 4.
સહમત થવું.
Imagine two puzzle pieces clicking together. That is agree. 4.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
See a camera zoom out until your giant problem becomes the size of a peanut. That is put into perspective. 4.
counter.
Imagine a shiny shop desk with receipts, snacks, and one cashier who has seen everything. 4.
ખંડન કરવું.
See a weak argument shatter like a biscuit under a heavy book. That gives you invalidate and refute. 4.
કબૂલ કરવું.
Put your hand on your chest and confess that yes, you did eat the last mango slice. That is admit. Quick quiz, no panic. You are doing well. Now test yourself before your brain escapes through the window. What is the Gujarati for object, as in raising an objection? Answer.
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
What is the Gujarati for contradict? Answer.
વિરોધ કરવો.
What is the Gujarati for agree? Answer.
સહમત થવું.
What phrase means put into perspective? Answer.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
What is counter in Gujarati? Answer.
counter.
What Gujarati phrase means invalidate? Answer.
ખંડન કરવું.
What Gujarati phrase means refute? Answer.
ખંડન કરવું.
What is the Gujarati for admit? Answer.
કબૂલ કરવું.
Use them like a real human. Here comes the practical part. These are the kinds of sentences you can actually use without sounding like a dictionary that drank too much coffee. In a formal meeting, I would like to.
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
To that point. In a debate, your conclusion seems to.
વિરોધ કરવો.
The earlier data. In a friendly conversation, I.
સહમત થવું.
With your idea. When someone overreacts, let's.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
This issue a little. In a shop or station, please go to the.
counter.
In academic or legal talk, this evidence may.
ખંડન કરવું.
The claim. When proving something false, we can.
ખંડન કરવું.
That rumor with documents. When being honest at last, I have to.
કબૂલ કરવું.
That I was wrong. Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You just learned a powerful set of English to Gujarati words for debates, discussion, honesty, and even paying for snacks. Today you practiced object as.
આપત્તિ ઉઠાવવી.
Contradict as.
વિરોધ કરવો.
Agree as.
સહમત થવું.
Put into perspective as.
સાપેક્ષ બનાવવું.
Counter as.
counter.
Invalidate and refute as.
ખંડન કરવું.
And admit as.
કબૂલ કરવું.
Thank you for listening and learning with me. Keep practicing out loud, reuse the words in your own sentences, and do not worry if it feels messy at first. That is not failure, that is training. Come back, repeat the chapter, and soon these Gujarati words will feel natural in your mouth and mind.